Text us anytime at 737-301-9600. That's 737-301-9600. If you're looking to up your coffee game, stick around. JB's going to tell you about something actually that I think Trisha turned him on to, but JB purchased first because Trisha hasn't ordered it, which is very out of character for her.
I know, it's weird.
We'll get to that in just a second. Longhorns go up in the rankings without playing a football game. They're now at number 10. It was the perfect football weekend for Sandy because the Longhorns and the Cowboys didn't play, so that means they couldn't lose.
Yeah, you had no stress.
Yeah, had no stress.
It was kind of a relief to not have,
Cowboys couldn't go out there and stink it up, and I didn't think the Longhorns were going to stink it up, but Cowboys, they play a week from tonight against the Raiders. Ugh, terrible game. Speaking of Raiders, let's give some love to our Red Raiders. They had a big game in Lubbock and won handily against BYU, which is cool.
Yeah, everyone's been talking about A&M all season. Of course, at the beginning of the season, talking about Texas.
Right.
That quickly quieted down. But Tech's just been quietly kicking butt.
And the so-called experts are saying that with given the way that college football is right now with the NIL, the name, image, likeness players to make money, and the transfer portal, that Texas Tech is doing it perfectly. Like the way that they're doing. I don't understand what that means, but
yeah, they were the second highest behind Texas in NIL money.
Yeah, there are a lot of oil,
which really surprised me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think about all the schools with money, Alabama and stuff things like. There's so many schools that I would put ahead of Texas Tech, but
when you got guys like
apparently not.
Cody Campbell, the oil guy that sold his company several times, who's a multi-billionaire. I mean, that helps. That helps a whole lot. Speaking of money and Texas Tech, did you see what the BYU fans did for Texas Tech? I didn't know this. I don't know if all college teams. Their barber, they have someone that cuts their hair for them, of course.
Wow.
And the barber of the team, his wife was hit by a drunk driver, and the medical bills were getting really out of control. And so somebody at BYU heard about this, and the fans of BYU raised $176,000 for this guy's wife, the Texas Tech barber's wife.
That's amazing.
How cool is that, right? You're going in to play
that is cool.
A big game, and one of the fans organized and raised money for the opposing team.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, I thought that was really, really cool. Let's talk coffee. It's that time of the morning where most people are probably at least one cup into it, or they're going in and grabbing their order after they've ordered it at Starbucks on the app. That always cracks me up.
Yeah.
People just walk in. You could grab any coffee you wanted at Starbucks.
They don't check.
No.
Oh, just go in there and just grab something and walk out.
Just walk right back out.
Just walk out. But Trisha brought it up a few weeks ago after trying mold-free coffee. She loved it. JB, you got some and you like it too, huh?
Yeah, because I had given up coffee just a little over a year ago. It was just causing stomach problems, and I just, this nutritionist said, give up coffee. And I was like, I just love it.
Yeah.
And so I scaled it back to just a cup on the Saturday and Sunday, when my wife has a normal morning and we can have a coffee together, just the weekends. But then Trisha, you brought up this mold-free coffee, and I started doing more research on it. And I'm like, what? Mold-free coffee? Like, it's a thing. And they might refer to it as clean coffee too, right?
Yeah.
But it doesn't have the chemicals in it. It doesn't, obviously, mold. It doesn't have that, but it doesn't. And then I was reading, they use a lot of pesticides on coffee, and that stuff inevitably gets into it. So there's all these chemicals. And so I did some research on a few different brands, and we cracked open one of them and have tried it. We like it. It's smoother and it's less acidic.
Right.
If it bothers your stomach. The one that we tried first, so I can't vouch for the other two brands. I'll try those next. But it's actually, I believe he lives in Austin, that Dave Asprey, the biohack guy.
Yeah.
He has one called Danger Coffee, which is a strange name.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
But that's the one we opened first, and I'm like, this is pretty good. And I think it is like easier on the stomach if you care. It tastes good. So
the main thing
I don't know.
I noticed when I was drinking it was I didn't have the, my coffee is kicking in. I have to run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. That did not happen to me.
But I kind of look forward to that.
Really?
A little bit. Yeah. Except for when you're in a bad place for it. We'll get into that a little bit later on. But that doesn't happen to you. Maybe that's part of what JB's saying, the acidity.
Easy on his tummy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So does this mean JB?
But I'm impressed. The brand is Danger Coffee. I just bought it on Amazon. I'm assuming it's around in stores. That guy's got some stroke.
Yeah. So does this mean you'll now go back to coffee every morning?
I don't know about that. I think I'm still going to try to back off a little bit, but yeah, it seems to be better.
I just think
so.
Life without coffee is not worth living.
Oh, sometimes I go to sleep at night excited because I know when I wake up, I get to drink coffee. I think I'd be so sad if I didn't get to drink it.
I can't believe you have one cup, Trisha.
I have one cup every day. That's all I need. One cup.
Yeah. Did you just have one over the weekend, or more than that, Judy?
Just one. I stop at one pretty much.
Oh,
so I know, man. Back in the day, us doing these morning hours, and we'd go through. I know I would go through 4 or 5 in the morning.
Yeah, me too. And then what's everyone's cutoff in the afternoon for coffee?
2 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
2 o'clock. Can't do it.
Yeah,
it's all night long
for sure.
Yeah, 3 o'clock. If you're looking for an alternative to the turkey trot on Thanksgiving, Trisha's going to tell you about one in just a second. The cold front came in. High today, only 60. A little windy yesterday, probably more of the same today. But it was a beautiful morning yesterday, that's for sure. Got out and enjoyed that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's why we sweat our what's off all summer long, is to get to days like that. So again, high today only hitting 60. JB got out and tried a Michelin star award-winning barbecue over the weekend at Leroy and Lewis.
I tried. Let's just say that. Because we were just talking about it. There's like, what did you say last week? There's like a dozen Michelin-rated restaurants in Austin now.
Yeah.
We're such a foodie town now. Anyway, one I had been dying to try is Leroy and Lewis. It's off Emerald Forest, just south of Ben White, South Central. And I go there. I was like, I'm going to go get, there was like beginning of fourth quarter on the Aggie game. I was like, I'll go run over there before the next round of games start.
Mm-hmm.
And I get there and there's a line out the building.
Really?
Yeah.
And halfway around the building. And I was like, well, maybe I can order it at the bar and get stuff to go. And you can get stuff at the bar, but it's a limited menu. And the guy, and I was like, well, maybe I'll just have a beer and then I'll get in line. And he goes, well, you might want to check the board up there and see what we have left. They were out. They were down to like maybe just sausage. And you've talked about it. Like the brisket is the test.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that's what I want to test when I'm testing out a barbecue place, I want to see how the brisket is. And they were sold out. And this was at, 6 p.m. or so.
Wow.
On a Saturday night. They were sold out of just about everything. So I did get a couple of chopped beef sandwiches to go. And so that's chopped brisket. And it was pretty amazing.
Really?
It was really, really good. And so I'm gonna have to go earlier and try it legit.
Yeah, it sounds like everybody was thinking like you, loading up for the night games. Right?
Yeah, lying out the door, and I was chatting with the bartender, and he's like, "Yeah." I said, with this new Michelin rating, is business picked up? He goes, "No, it's been like this for 2 years."
The stories we love.
All right, so if you don't want to jump out of bed on Thanksgiving morning and go run in the Thundercloud turkey trot, Tito's Vodka, Austin-based Tito's Vodka, has come up with its own alternative challenge for you, and they're calling it the Turkey Rot Challenge. It's obviously a spoof on the actual race, the Turkey Trot, and basically it's for people who just want to sit back and relax and veg out on Thanksgiving Day. Your general registration fee is $0. Obviously. But you also get a race day packet, which I think is really, really funny. And it has excuse me. It has a water bottle, Tito's Turkey Rot water bottle. It also has a 0.0 car sticker instead of a 26.2 or whatever the race may be. You get a race bib as well. And if you want to go ahead, that's with your $25 donation. But if you want to go up to an $85 donation, you also get a matching sweatshirt and sweatpants that say Tito's down the side of them. And you get one of the tapes that, like, if you were running the race, when you cross the line, you bust the tape. They're saying you can put it in between, like, your couch and your kitchen for your house.
That's funny.
So it's a total spoof on actually running the race. The other part is that Tito's has donated $500,000 to Meals on Wheels. So for every $5 from each registration, they are going to donate $1 million to the Meals on Wheels America.
They have done an amazing job and going like with helping people out in charities and things like that. And I was over the weekend, there was a veterans car show in Cedar Park that I went to, and they had several Tito's boxes there of stuff for the silent auction. And on the box was printed like their mission statement about how when Tito Beveridge started this all out, he knew it was important to give back to the community, blah, blah, and they continue to today. And I was like, wow, they're serious about this because they have it was literally printed on the box, not a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Like they had these things ready to go to help out different organizations. And I was impressed, very impressed with it.
And it's a delicious vodka.
It is. And it was a cool car show that I was at. Our daughter did and her classmates did the color guard for this car show that was at Gupton Stadium in Cedar Park. And I saw one car in particular that I knew you'd get a kick out of, JB. It was that 21-window classic Volkswagen bus. Which,
yeah, that would be cool.
I saw that thing pulling in, and the guy driving it was kind of an elderly guy, and he was proud of it.
He was like, look at me.
Yeah, look at me. Here I come. But a lot of cool cars, and a lot of it's lost on me. I'm not a car guy like JB is, but there were some pretty cool, all kinds, old and new cars at that show.
Was the Wienermobile there?
The Wienermobile was not there.
It was there last year.
Yeah, it was there. Was it last year?
Either last year or the year before.
Speaking of car shows, there's another one coming up called Radwood. JB, ever heard of it? It's celebrating automotive culture of the 80s and 90s. It says the car show blends period correct attire with killer music of the 80s and 90s. And that's going on at the Circuit of the Americas this weekend. So go out there and show off your cars from the 80s and 90s. That whole car culture is interesting to me.
Yeah, there was a big Porsche meetup at Mozart's over the weekend.
Oh,
too.
really?
I think they rescheduled it from that one day of rain we had last month. But they always do it. It's kind of an Oktoberfest thing, and some insane cars, just insane. And it's funny because that's where my daughter keeps her boat, and it gets, it's still boating season.
True.
Like and it's funny. I've walked through there with like a big giant. There's these high end, $500,000 Porsches, and I'm walking through there swinging a surfboard around.
They're holding their breath,
just stressing them all out.
That's funny. It's
good, clean fun.
The story we love. Stick around. JB is going to tell us the process of signing up to be a Tesla RoboTaxi user. You don't just get to do it. You got to, I guess, be vetted. I'm not sure. JB will tell us coming up.
Need extra cash in your life?
The $1,000 payday is back this morning at 9. 103.1, Austin's 80s station.
Hey, coming up before 8 o'clock, I've got to tell you guys about something that happened yesterday where in my mind, I kept saying, I wanted to say it out loud to Trisha, but I knew better. But what my inside voice was saying was, please stop talking. Please stop talking. We'll get to that in a little bit. And we got to tell you about how Saturday, Trisha and I just went off the rails with eating.
Lost our minds.
We went crazy. Absolutely bananas. Didn't care.
It's kind of embarrassing to really talk about it, but it's too crazy to not mention.
Right. And anybody that's been trying to watch what they eat, I think has a day like this every once in a while. But we were all in. I'll tell you, JB, coming up, what I intended to go to HEB to get and what I came back with. is terrifying. But before we get to that, you're in the process of being approved, vetted, I don't know what, to be a robo-taxi user?
Well, it's funny. I've been seeing a lot of robo-taxis in my neighborhood, the South Congress area. And then I read something that it costs a lot less. Think about it. If it's driverless, it sucks for those of you out, doing a little side hustle driving, but makes sense that inevitably these will be driverless. And I think from what I understand is, Tesla's trying to sort of undercut Uber and Lyft on cost and become the go-to of choice. And if I can save some bucks, I feel like it's gotten more expensive, not to mention, and God bless you if you're an Uber driver, but they seem to have like 20, when you close out, it'll be 20%, 22%, or 25% tip options.
Yeah.
Now, of course, you can go do custom, but like, really?
Yeah.
Do I need to tip 20% for a drive? I don't know. But it's pricey when you use it a lot. And so I thought, I'll just sign up for RoboTaxi and see if it costs less. There's a bunch in my neighborhood. I signed up and I was just put on a waiting list.
Really? Huh.
Yeah, and I couldn't really find an explanation for the waiting list, but my best guess is they are, they're rolling out these cars, these robo-taxis, and they don't want people to overbook it, have too many users and not enough cars.
So people get annoyed.
Yeah.
People get annoyed.
Yeah.
Then you have a bad experience and you go right back to Uber or Lyft or whatever you choose. That's my best guess. They're trying to equal the amount of users with the amount of cars they have on the road.
Right.
But, they don't, it's very subtle. If you haven't seen one, it's just a normal looking Tesla SUV. And it just says on with this kind of fancy font, RoboTaxi, real small on the sides, real small.
Did you say they're SUVs?
And then you see the other ones like what's that?
Did you say that the Teslas are SUVs?
It's funny. When I like what is it? The Y model is technically an SUV.
Okay. That's the Y. Okay. I got you.
Yeah.
It is.
It doesn't look like a big, tall SUV, but that's what they consider their SUV.
Gotcha.
And so, like you've seen the Waymos that look like a robot.
Yeah.
Everything's spinning around and they're very obvious.
Yeah.
And the robo-taxis just look like a normal car. And if it costs less, I wanted to try it. But apparently you can't just sign up and get on it. So I'll see how long this takes.
Who?
I'd like to try it.
Which one of you is?
Another thing I'd like to try. Good. I'd like to try. I don't know if you've seen it. I think maybe it was trending because of Halloween. But have you seen people? So you've been in a Tesla, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can see like the pedestrians around you.
Cyclists, yeah.
Yeah, they show up kind of cartoonish, or avatar-ish on your screen. Yep. People have been taking their Teslas into cemeteries at night.
I've heard about this.
Really?
And they'll be driving down a road in the cemetery and you have their headlights on, you don't see anything. And then you'll see on the screen humans.
People around
walking around. Yes. I want to try that so bad.
You guys, what is that? That can't be real. That can't be real. But how else would you explain that? I saw a video about this and it looked like people. At one of the videos I saw, it looked like people were surrounding the Tesla. Another video, as they were driving through, you would just see somebody kind of pass by here and there.
This is Elon screwing with you. This is exactly what that is. This is Elon screwing with people.
I don't know.
Did they know it's a cemetery, so they're doing it?
Yeah.
That's very possible. I didn't think about that. That's very possible.
Yeah.
Do you think that? Oh, you mean like they programmed it?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
It knows when it's in a cemetery.
And it puts up little avatars of people around you. And this is a gag.
Because
this genius gag.
That's a good theory. I didn't think of that because I was reading how they're incorporating more AI into mapping.
Yeah.
So when you're driving, it might say, take a left at the 7-Eleven. Instead of take a left on whatever street.
And I can never figure out how many feet 900 feet is. Turn left at 900 feet. What does that mean?
Right. They're overestimating my ability to gauge that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what that is. You might as well say in meters. I have no idea how far it is.
Please don't tell me to go north or south or something like that. I'm not Magellan. Tell me left or right.
Right. I'll tell you what we can do is my buddy David will let us use his to do it and go drive through a cemetery and see what we see. You guys in? Who's up? Who's in?
Oh, I'll do it. You gotta lock the doors, though.
You gotta lock the doors. Yeah, he'll let me do. He let me take his car recently when he wasn't even home.
I feel like this is something David would want to go with us, though, to do.
I think you're right.
Yeah,
he would. So I don't know. Let's figure it out and find a cemetery and go do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
By the way, shout out to those of you people that volunteered. I believe it was on Friday. A buddy of mine did it. Shout out to Joe Nanus and the group of people that went and put flags at this Texas State Cemetery on all the veterans.
Oh, that's cool.
On their graves there. That's very cool. And I know if you want to, they're taking them down on Friday. So if you wanted to volunteer for that, you can do that too. You have to search that yourself.
You know why we're talking cemeteries? Have you seen the guy that he's probably on TikTok too? I'm not on TikTok, so I see him on Instagram. And he goes and he cleans gravestones.
Mm-hmm.
I have not.
He cleans them up like old ones from the 1800s. And he records voices talking to him, thanking him, and stuff like that. It's if it's fake, it is so well done. It is so eerie.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Huh.
He has conversations with the spirits sometimes while because they reach out to him while he's cleaning an old headstone.
And he keeps going back and doing it.
And you can hear it.
Uh-huh.
It's very satisfying too, though. It's like watching a power washing video too.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Huh. That's cool. He gets out and does that, right? That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I will line up the Tesla and you guys find the cemetery
drive.
and we got to do it at night, right?
Yeah, I think it'd be scarier at night. Yeah.
All right. But we got to lock the doors.
Oh, yeah, we got to lock the doors and the windows have to be up. I'll take some garlic.
Coming up next, don't go anywhere because at a moment over the weekend with Trisha, where in my inside voice was saying to her, please stop talking. Please stop.
I feel like this is a daily thing with you.
Talking. I'll tell you the whole story coming up next.
Need extra cash in your life?
The $1,000 payday is back this morning at 9. 103.1.
Well, that's it. Do us a solid and copy and paste the link to this episode and send it to a friend or two. Thanks for listening.